Okay, and welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. It's pretty amazing. You get news that Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Livecoin, and was it Cardano get added to the strategic reserve, right? And Bitcoin, none of these prices go up. That's how you know something's up, okay? Like the biggest news from since ever. XRP's added to the strategic reserve and it doesn't even hit $5, $10, $20. Like totally manipulated. I'm shocked. I'm true. And then people started selling. And I'm like, what? There's no way. There's no way that this is real. Like, that's impossible. Like, it could come out tomorrow. The United States government is going to use XRP and the price will drop. It's to the point now. Like for me, I'm fine with it. I really don't care. I'm buying crypto. I just bought some about 15 minutes ago. I just bought crypto, and I mean, the cheap prices for me are great. I'm literally buying shit that I couldn't buy before, and I spent 25% of my allowance this month just right now because I'm gonna buy one per week. And I was just looking at the price. I'm like, damn it, I just want to dump my whole allowance into the shit right now. We'll get into that later in the show. But it's just very interesting how we get that news. And the price of these cryptos, they list like 5 of them. And then the price just doesn't do anything. I'm just like, wow, that's not possible. But that just shows you that this is not real. Okay, whatever's going on with this price stuff and the manipulation going on, the people at the top are literally laughing. Other people are getting afraid. The cryptos are going down. Like, oh my God, but that's the time I buy. So it's almost like a great thing for me. It's a bad thing for people that are expecting to be rich next week. Yeah, so I'll get into later on which crypto I bought and stuff. And I'll tell you the percentages of what it is and all that. I'm not telling you how much I bought or how much money or whatever, but you can kind of figure out my ratios and stuff. I'll read a couple articles or something maybe, and then we'll take a break at some point and get into what did I buy and which crypto did I purchase. So very interesting. Of course, I was having problems with the internet. I tried doing it on my own. It wouldn't work. I called Spectrum. Of course, nobody picks up the phone. You have a computer AI try to help you. They're like, oh, we'll set it for you. And that was 40 minutes ago. Oh, it'll just take 10 minutes. So I don't know what's going on. The modem is blinking red slowly. And so I'm probably going to have to go over there and say, can I get an appointment for someone to come to the house? I mean, this is ridiculous. So just one of the fucking things you deal with when you're moving, like everything can go wrong. It's just pretty much that's how it's going. So absolutely love it. I love the fact that businesses have no customer service anymore. Absolutely brilliant. So, oh man. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor at all. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. Everything on the show is bullshit. I get high before every show. And that's for show. Now, the first 5 people to show up, Mr. OG, Randolph, Rob, Gordon, Logan, and Not Waiting in Vain. Those are the first 5. And let's see here. First article is from Crypto Geek. Let's take a little look here. Now, I have not verified this. I'm just going by what they have here. Let me. Now, this is off X. And the person again is Crypto Geek. And it says Federal Reserve officially backs BFT, solidifying XRP, XLM, and HBAR in secure payments. Now, you get an article like this that shows you the Federal Reserve, so you can look at the article yourself here. First, the federal researchers unveil more secure payment system models called the Byzantine fault tolerant system. That's like, I think, what Bitcoin and Ripple and stuff runs on. It can do 110,000 transactions per second. It shows 4 slides. The next page shows Federated Byzantine Agreement with Ripple and Stellar in quote or parentheses. Ripple and Stellar use a federated voting process that is a variant of Byzantine fault tolerance consensus model. So that's the BFT. Now, the next slide you're looking at is blockchain versus hash graph. And they're showing on the left proof of work and the good and bad about it, let's say. And then there's hash graph. Well, we all know that's HBAR. It says hash graph is a distributed ledger, but not a blockchain. It has asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance, the highest level of security for distributed networks. And it's showing us right here. There's Hedera in the logo. I guess they took this off Hedera.com to show us. Lastly, the slide I wanted to show you was Federal Reserve Board, Washington, D.C. There's a paper here. Looks like a research paper that was done. A Byzantine fault-tolerant database system with potential for modern payment systems. This is dated 2025. It lists the people that worked on this project. So there was an actual project done with Byzantine fault-tolerant data systems. The Federal Reserve looked at it. Federal Reserve of Boston, San Francisco, and they had an abstract that this person showed. If you wanted to probably look at it, you go to this, but this is a definitely federalreserve.gov website. And I'm not going to go through any more of this. It says XRP, XLM, and HBAR all leverage variations of Byzantine fault tolerance, reinforcing their superiority in secure, high-speed transactions as confirmed by official documents. So the Federal Reserve did a study, or they reviewed a study that was done. I didn't go to this guy's page, but I'm just reporting what they reported on this one. But the mere fact that you've got the federal government looking into this and then publishing it on their website is just really telling. And I don't like tomorrow. I know I'm not rich off this, but we are here early, and I'm showing you this. In one day, we're going to look back a year, 2 years, whenever all this stuff happens. And we're going to go back and look at this and say, wow, Crypto Geek had this. Crypto Hulk talked about it, and I didn't buy any of it at all. It's going to be amazing when that day happens. So there's your first article there. Let me check the comments. I thought that was very interesting. Wayne Williams. Thank you, Wayne, for the late fee. It's a tax-free late fee. appreciate that. Let me look at some comments here. Brosef says, years from now, they will come crawling and dragging their knuckles, breathing heavily from their mouth, starving for our precious XRP. Yep, because we don't follow price. The only time we follow price is when we go to buy. Like, I'm not selling, so I don't follow a price to sell. I just try to find the price at which to buy my crypto, and then boom, I just wait until the shit takes off and we're rich. Okay. Let me check here. Well, we got Stephen Morris. Thank you very much, Stephen. What are we buying now? Well, I'll go over maybe another article here, and we'll see about that. But it's just funny how people, they'll hear these amazing connections, but they'll never make any in their mind. You see that? They'll see the amazing connections in the news sometimes or on my channel, but they can't make those connections to themselves in their head. And that's sad. Fam Crypto. Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Just finished a toe. Okay. Next article here, Pfizer. Let's look at an article here. This is a Ripple partner, by the way. I want you to see what's going on. I want you to see the connection. Let me do a copy and then paste. Okay. Now, traditionally, like there's something going on with Ripple and Stellar, and I don't know if they're fighting for pole position or what's going on. They're working together, something. Stellar is for small to mid-size enterprise payments, okay? Now, when I see Ripple getting into the small to mid-size payments, it just makes me kind of concerned or wondering what the hell is going on, because the same guy that made Ripple went off to make Stellar, so we know the guy is involved in both. Let's go through this article a little bit. I don't have the answers for you. I'm just showing you what I think is very interesting. I'll let you figure it out yourself. I don't know everything. I have a very basic crypto channel, but I just wanted to show you something that's a little interesting you might want to look more into, or we could use more clarification. So you got Pfizer, which is a Ripple. When Ripple's very different. It's not a traditional company. I believe strongly it's a division of, it could be a real company, but it's got people from three-letter agencies working there, calling all the shots and everything. So it's just very different. That's what I truly believe. And based on all this evidence I've done over these years and the connects, I don't have direct evidence that this is true, but I mean, Ripple said they're government contractors. So on the Ripple website, it said we are government contractor / subcontractor. After I reported that, like the next day, they took it off the website. So we know that they're contractors of some sorts. Okay. Ripple's not a real company, in my opinion. Let me just check my channel, make sure I'm still here. Okay, so Pfizer was there from day one. Let me show you the evidence for this, and then I'll get on with this article. Copy. I just don't quite believe Ripple's a real company, not government funded and all that. So what we're looking at here is go to page the 19-second mark. 19-second mark. Okay, it says Ripple Labs Meet the team, and it shows Pfizer. Okay, they're like the fourth person. Okay, what we got going on here is Ripple acts almost like a temp agency. When Ripple started, in 2013, they already hooked up Russia and China. Now think about that. Like something's not normal. Okay, so they started with the superpowers first, and then the governments, and then they maybe worked on banks after that. Like this is all. So what Ripple does is, as they go through all the years of being in business, they hire people for specific projects, and those people leave, and then new people come in and they leave, and then they got to go to the left, so they hire new people, and then they got to go to the right. And so it's just like that. They go through people according to projects. So it leads me to believe that at one point in the very beginning, you had Apple, Pfizer, Goldman Sachs, Google, Microsoft, NASA, the New York Federal Reserve, the national, I'm not going to say security agency, Twitter, yeah. And I'm just wondering why the space administration's there. But anyhow, you see what I mean? Like, this is like when Ripple first started. So you got a company called Pfizer. Now, let's look at this article right here. Pfizer finalizes Payfair purchase to boost embedded finance offerings. So what Pfizer is doing is they have a program where gig people get paid. So imagine you drive for Uber, okay? We're talking about small money. You're not making millions of dollars driving for Uber, okay? So Pfizer has software, and they're working with a company called Payfair. And Payfair employs people that make, small amounts of money, okay? Maybe at the most they're moving 1,000 or 3,000 at a time. If they get a monthly paycheck of 4,000 or 5,000 from Uber or something, maybe okay. But that's all small money, okay? Well, that's traditionally stellar. So here you have Pfizer, which is a big bank, a big payments company, and they're a Ripple partner, which is wholesale. Ripple deals with wholesale. Now it's small little people. So you got Pfizer working with Payfair. Wouldn't it make sense if Payfair went with Stellar? Yeah, that would. Because Payfair, like it says, has built a reputation as an innovator, and the people at Payfair, the workforce, are G-I-G, gig employees. So these little people, like gigs probably doesn't even mean full time. So we're talking about a lower wage earning person working with Payfair who's partnered with Pfizer, who's a partner of Ripple. Where does Stellar fit in here? It's not. So, okay, so we're going to open up and be a little honest here. I had a whale call me, and a few days ago, I talk to the person every now and then, and it's like this person could have been a woman. We don't know. I'm not going to tell you, man or woman, whatever, just so you don't get it all mixed up. And the person asked me, should they dump their Stellar? And at the time, I was kind of talking to them, and I said, well, I see these articles, and this is another one today. So I called up the whale this morning when I found this article, told him about 8 hours ago, hey, remember a couple days ago when you called me and asked me about Stellar and should you dump it and all these things? And now look, I'm not telling anybody to do nothing, okay? This is just a conversation I had with somebody who was thinking about maybe let's say selling a lot of Stellar, and they wanted my opinion, but background information on Stellar, who made Stellar, these kinds of things, and just give me my whole. I think we talked for about 30 minutes. I said, look, from what I've been seeing a lot, it seems like Ripple's moving in on Stellar. Now, the article's not saying this, but when you're dealing with gig workers, like that's not fucking XRP and Ripple shit, okay? So Ripple's not trying to design software to help Pfizer deal with gig workers through Payforce. Like that's not fucking part of the deal. So I just kind of told him my opinion that I'm not holding my breath for Stellar. So he kind of said, okay, well, just, that's your opinion. I said, look, this is just my opinion. So you called me to get my perspective. And that's what I gave you. Like with this article here with Payforce, I should be seeing Payforce is hooked up with Stellar, who's then hooked up with ABC, replace Pfizer with ABC, right? So you got Payforce and let's say replace Pfizer, and then Stellar would be in that deal. Okay, that would make total sense. But to have Ripple mixed up in this, wholesale, and they're dealing with governments, no, I'm just not digging it. So maybe it means nothing. I informed the whale of that. This is just the research that I've done, just my little opinion. I don't know anything. You asked my opinion. You wanted a Crypto Hulk second opinion. Bro Seth, thank you very much for that donation. Because he was kind of saying that, yeah, Stellar, I just don't see the connections. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I mean, Pfizer hooking up with these smaller companies. Pfizer's with Ripple. And now, if Pfizer, now they may be working with Stellar, but it's secret. So these are things that I told him, like, I don't know. I'm not seeing, like, I know Pfizer is with Ripple. I don't know if Pfizer is with Stellar, but Fam Crypto, thank you very much. Late fee, congratulations on the move. You look taller, brother. I'm sitting on the floor, and so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I grew an inch because I'm sitting on the floor. But no, the computer's on the floor now. What I mean, I'm on the floor, the computer's on the floor. The desk is supposed to be here Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So, or Monday. So it's just kind of a big mess. Yeah, it's Monday, March 3rd. Henry Brown. Forget Payforce. This is PlayStation. It's all about Broforce, XRP all the way. But what do you think? Ripple taking over Stellar? I don't want to look. I'm not saying I know. I don't even like officially saying this, but sometimes people want to know what I think so you can make your own decision. Look, there's so much hidden stuff in crypto. They hide so much, right? So, for all I know, Pfizer is a partner of Stellar as well. Remember all the non-disclosure agreements? So I told him one way or the other, like, look, dude, Stellar might be working with Pfizer right away. I mean, I don't know. And then XLM, which Circle runs on in Europe. Circle's Mica approved, and Mica runs on Stellar. So, so anyhow, I just gave him opinions on stuff, and this person really trusts me. He just wants to know. He knows that I don't know the answers, so I just gave him my opinion. I'm not going to tell you what came about and what did he do, but this person had concerns, so we kind of talked about what I've noticed, the news that I see, and I'm just not seeing Stellar have the connections. Stellar's like in Africa and stuff like that. So I'm not seeing a lot of the business connections with Stellar. I'm seeing more of the poor people kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I told him. All righty. We've got Kaylee, Hupai. Appreciate you, brother. Right on. Thank you very much for that tax-free. YouTube doesn't get a dime of it. Nitro Driven. Are you currently holding Stellar? No. Thank you very much for that tax-free. I'm not telling you not to. I could be completely wrong. Look, all I can report is the news that I find. I don't find any news about Stellar hooking up with small to mid-size like pay forces and stuff, unless it's in Africa or something like that. So there you go. Okay, what crypto did Crypto Hulk buy? So everybody's got to guess. What crypto did I get? And out of 100% of my allowance, how much did I spend? So that's the question. Monica. Oh my God. Oh my God. It would be pretty cool to interview her, though. She was there at Ripple from day. I'm not talking about interviewing her. She was like one of the first at Ripple. So that's why I'd want to interview her to ask about day one. Crypto Hulk, you're a liar. All right. Let's see. People are saying HBAR. HBAR. Okay, I'll tell you what, the 25% is accurate. So 25% is accurate. And you know what? Okay, so here's the thing. Solar nodded was right. It was HBAR. But the person who got it correct exactly was Andrew Longoria, HBAR 25%. The next person after that was Jersey Kathy with HBAR 25%. And then that was it. So there you have that. Okay. Andrew Longoria says it's a gift. No, he's probably hacked into my Wi-Fi. That's probably why it's not working, is Andrew hacked in there and he knows what I fucking did. All right. Now, let's find out why. This article just came out. We kind of know what Seals Q is working on. Let me share this. Here's the reason why. This is just one reason. There's probably a million. I bought this from Caleb and Brown. That's the sponsor to my channel. Let's go here. I'm going to show you the link to Caleb and Brown. Copy and paste. Let me do that. Okay, Caleb and Brown. Number one, they are not a crypto custodian. They buy your crypto at the lowest price, and when you want to sell it, they sell it off at the highest price, okay? Fireblocks has about now 2,000 banks / organizations that they hold custody for. Caleb Brown does not hold crypto. If they are hacked, they don't hold your crypto. That's what Fireblocks does. That holds 2,000 banks or financial institutions, okay? Your keys are sharded. So imagine your hardware wallet, chop it up into 4 parts, send it off to 4 separate people. If a hacker gets into Caleb and Brown, they've only got 6 of your keys, let's say, right? Well, you got 24. So then let's say they break into Fireblocks, right? Now they've got 12 out of 24 of your keys. Still not enough to penetrate the blockchain. So then they got to track down the other 2 locations where your crypto's at. See how this gets really complicated for a hacking? Okay. There's not a lot of companies that do this. That's why Bank of New York Mellon, America's oldest bank from like 1788, joined Fireblocks. That's why Sony, and I could name all the biggest names. They all joined Fireblocks. Okay, that's what Caleb Brown uses. Well, there they go. Reload. Okay, we're back. I was watching the thing and it stopped, so I had to hit reload. That's what we got going on with Caleb and Brown. So what you can do, a lot of people do, is maybe you'll go on Coinbase or Uphold when they first start. You can send Caleb and Brown. You got to call them and get some help if you don't know how to do this. You can send USD Circle from any exchange that you want to Caleb and Brown. Okay. So you can go to your bank and do this. What I'm finding out, and happened to me, banks don't want to do it. So they'll tell you, oh, the transmission's not going through. They'll say all kinds of dumb shit like that. So now it's faster. Now, if you want to send it through a bank, try Western Union, something like that, if you want to wire money. But if you go to a bank or something, you have to actually go in person and then do it. For some reason, it works then, okay? We got Henry Brown under fire when pinned down. You call on Caleb and Brown. They use Fireblocks, knock the bad guys out, their shoes and socks. Oh my God, really? You made me say all that. Okay. So why did I get... Yeah, I might need Fireblocks for my internet. I just don't know why this is not loading. It's not going to load. Like something's wrong. Fuck. It's always something. Here's Seal's Q. Here's why I got HBAR. If you're brand new, this is real fundamental news. Here's why I bought that crypto. Not because the charts are showing it going up. Here's the reason right here. Now, here's this article. I'm going to send you a couple articles. Copy and paste. Now, the last article here's the last article. Okay, you've got HBAR. It is probably one of the most, besides Ripple, XRP, and XDC, I would say number 3. It's probably got the most corporate business connections of all crypto. Okay. HBAR has a governing council. I think 20 or 30 global organizations run HBAR. It's not like Ethereum or something where you got like Vitalik and that's it. No, HBAR, you've got, again, 20 to 30 global corporations working together. Okay, that's the Hedera Governing Council. What are they working on? How about a use case like stopping global quantum computing hacks? That's probably good, considering everything's getting hacked. Okay, that's actually probably pretty good. So that's the use case. Now, where does Seals Q come into this? Okay, here is a situation where and you can buy Seals Q on the American Stock Exchange, I think New York Stock Exchange, or was it Robinhood or something like that? I don't know. Seals Q is a Swiss company, and there's a company called WiseSat, like wise being smart and then sat. They're going to deploy ultra secure real-time Internet of Things connectivity from space with post-quantum security. So we got this article here dated March 3rd. Geneva, Switzerland, a company, it talks about Seals Q, a company that focuses on developing and selling semiconductors. So you got Seals Q with the hardware, HBAR with the software to stop quantum hacks, okay? Now, to make this better, I just showed you HBAR is a Ripple partner. Oh, shit. And so is Algorand. And Algorand itself, I think, is, from what the people are telling me, Algorand is not hackable by a quantum computer. It's probably the most bulletproof crypto, if you want to call it that, you can get. That seems like a massive team made in heaven right there, okay? When I saw this article again, they're going to be setting up a satellite. Let's take a look. June. The next confirmed launch is set for June 2025. So we're in March. 3 months from now, HBAR, Seals Q, WiseSat, SpaceX, Ripple, Algorand. See this right here? We're not seeing Dogcoin hooked up with all. Do you see the dream team we're dealing with here? I mean, I'm shocked. The caliber of this. That's why I had to dump in 25% of my allowance for this month on HBAR, because of all those crypto companies and all that they're trying to accomplish, shutting down quantum computing hacks of crypto. That's a massive use case right there. So there you have that. I just don't buy some crypto shit because, well, the charts are showing that it's growing. I don't give a shit about that. I don't care if tomorrow HBAR goes to 10 cents. If it does, I'll probably drop, I don't know, a couple $1,000 into it. Okay. If it drops to 10 cents tomorrow, I will put like $2,000 HBAR. If I got to get a loan or something, fuck it. I'm going to do it. Okay. That's how I am. Now, Henry Brown, thank you for that gift. You gave Rav a membership. Cool. Then The Force. Oh, I remember that name. The Force. May the Force be with you. Gave 5 people memberships. Brian Phillips was 1. BG was 2. Righteous One was 3. Codeman J was 4. And Kelly Maggio was 6. I mean 5. I'm sorry. 5. There you go. I'm trying to like read the comments, looking at stuff and trying to think here. Multitasking. Okay. And let's see. Where are we at as far as time? Let me take a look. 40 minutes. Okay. Let me click out on those. And next Monday, I'll probably buy another. I mean, it just depends. I can't say by the date, but if I don't see something massive either go down or something, but in about a week from now, I'll decide. But if I start seeing HBAR or something dive at like 20% or something, that's another 25% of my income. That's like next week's tomorrow. Like if HBAR were to just dip 20% right now, then that's another 25% I'm putting in. I mean, that's just how I am. I'm not like, oh my God, HBAR went down 25%. No, I'm like, oh shit, get that. It went down 25. If it went down 30%, I would be like, nice. Now, what would the average person be like? Oh God, it went down 30%. I'm like, do you even know what HBAR is? Like what it does? You've got these three massive crypto companies, Algorand, Ripple, and HBAR, working with SealsQ and YSAT and SpaceX, and you're afraid of that dream team? Like you've been like you've been smoking some shit because you have no fucking brain cells. It's all discombobulated up in your head. Okay. All right. Let me click out of that. And the SealsQ. All right. We got to talk about Russia. We do. Yes, I'm in Reno. It says Corky. Hello, everybody. My name's Corky. I want you to see this article. You are not going to believe. I love Russia, says Shaman. This article is so amazing. Look, I'm just telling you something. I don't know how. Okay, there's so much corruption in the Ukraine that it's like the Democrats said, "Oh, Trump's going to get us in this world war." They said this back in 2016 or something, right? Oh, but then what do the Democrats do? They get us in this Ukraine war. All of a sudden now it's about protecting Ukraine. Where did all that come from? Like, I'm not saying I'm against it. All I'm doing now is talk about the Democrats were like so anti-war. And now they're like, oh, Russia or Ukraine and Russia, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, where'd all that come from? Next, Trump meets Zelensky, kicks him out of the White House. The Democrats are furious. The Republicans, I don't know, most of them don't care. But the Democrats are just furious. Oh, this is an outrage. The president's so rude. Da, 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 da. Well, I'm not getting into all that. But you know what happened right here? Look at this article right here. U.S. Cyber Command reportedly pauses cyber attacks on Russia. Are you seeing what we got going on right here? America stopped attacking Russian computer infrastructure. You notice that? Trump is calling Zelensky a war criminal, or no, I don't know if that, but he's trying to just tell Zelensky, you better be grateful that we're helping. And Zelensky, just from what I've seen, is being an ass. And then the next day, you know what? America just says, we're not going to hack Russia anymore. I was shocked. Stephen Morris says Chuck and the Democrats had secret meetings with Zelensky before he spoke to Trump. Yeah, I heard that too. And that's unfortunate. I don't know if it's true or not, but so anyhow, let's read this article for a minute because I want you to see something right here. This is very, very, very interesting. All of a sudden now, U.S. Cyber Command reportedly stops cyber attacking Russia. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has reportedly ordered U.S. Cyber Command to stop offensive operations against Russia. The order was first reported by The Record and confirmed by the New York Times and the Washington Post. Very interesting. I'm not going to read any more into this. But all of a sudden now, we're not hacking Russia anymore. You know what that's going to do? Free up Russia to do things without us knowing. Like maybe drop a bunch of fat boys on Ukraine. Just letting you know. They're going to get wiped out. There's a reason why you stop hacking your enemy. Because you don't want to have to do something to your enemy. You want them just to do something to maybe Ukraine. And then when that happens, the U.S. is not going to walk into a World War III. I'm just letting you know. U.S. is not going to walk into one. Now, maybe Europe, I could see England and France and these communist countries or something doing some shit like that. But America, if Russia drops some big ones, America's like, hey, we ain't getting involved in this. We're not going to expose all of America for a country that used to be Russian anyway. So I'm just letting you know, I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong. But, yeah, I don't know why that's showing. I've been moving a lot, so it's probably packing material or something. Okay. So now let me show you something here. It's really interesting. This is about Russia again. Russia is very interested in smart contract crypto. I want you to watch this right here. There's something going on in Russia. They're getting set up for crypto. Here's the article. Russian central bank governor says interest in smart contracts is rising. Listen to what the title also says. Russian central bank governor hints at a rollout of a new digital ruble. You hear that? Very interesting. Russian central bank says that there is a growing interest in smart contracts from the country's banks, businesses, and government. There you go. Now, I'm just going to drop these real quick. It says this in the same article, second paragraph, right near the top. Association of the Russian Bank, Elvira Nabiulina, the governor of the Central Bank of Russia, says that a pilot for the digital ruble is going well. Oh, well, isn't that interesting? Now, I'm going to show you what you guys have already seen if you've been on my show a while. Ripple and Russia are partners, everybody. No other channel, the evidence I'm going to show you now, no other channel has a clue. Let me show you this. Go to the 47-second mark. 47-second mark. What do we got here? It shows Ripple Russia. Go to the 1 minute, 4 second mark. What do we got? The Z payment acceptance system has been operating since 2007 and provides a service for organizing payment acceptance. Now, this is called Z payment. Nobody else has this evidence on the internet, okay? What I want to show you what this is. Wait, Daniel S. Bullshit meter. They have Z payment.
Attention, the bullshit meter has detected major BS. Confirmed. That's definitely some bullshit.
Okay, so what we're going to do is let me break down real quick Z payment. Now, Z payment, in my opinion, is a crypto payment system. It's closed. It's only by invitation only. It was started in 2007 in Russia. We can see right here that the date of this article that we're looking at is 2014. We can also see during the video that this is a Ripple address we're seeing right here. If you look at the 1 minute 13 second, it shows you more that this is 2014. It has a Ruble gateway to the Ripple network. You know what that means? This is 2014. How do you get a Russian ruble on a XRP network? Because the ruble is already crypto already. Ripple gave Russia all this. So this is so cool. Lastly, look right here. I'm going to show you Z payment. Z payment. Let me do a copy. Here's your evidence here. Ripple, Z payment, Russia, all this. No other channel has this evidence. What I just sent you, you've got the home page, just the front screenshot. I'm not giving you all of it. You've got the home page of Z payment. What do you see here? Look over on the left. It says news. It says January 9th, 2014. What does it say there? Well, it shows Ripple Gateway, Crypto Hulk. Oh, does it? And do you see the words XRP in there? Yeah, we do. So now we know that the Ripple Gateway is utilizing XRP to Russia with Z payment in 2014. Now, you're going to tell me in 11 years, Ripple never helped them make a CBDC? I'm going to call...
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
So I'm just letting you know, common sense. Ripple is in Russia in 2014. Z payment's been around since 2007. Russians have been messing around with crypto. Ripple's like, hey, we got a new and improved crypto. Now, I know you've been using crypto for the past 7 years, but I got a better one for you right here. So there's that article for you right there. Let me click out of that. That one. And the Pfizer. We got that. And that. Okay. We are at 52 minutes. Let me click in and look at my channel right here. Let me go to the live. All right, let me check last minute. I will have to end this program here. Let's see. HBAR breaking through the crypto bubble. Red Sea on the 1 minute chart. HBAR governing council include Google, Dell, LG, T-Mobile, Aberdeen, Boeing, Hitachi, Chainlink. Oh, damn. So, okay, we got Hedera, ALGO, our Ripple partners, along with Chainlink's a Ripple partner as well. Very interesting, isn't it? Oh, got a donation there. Robert Driscoll, Hulk on it as usual. Right on. Thank you very much for that. So, yeah, I'm just Google equals XDC and R3 core. Yeah, I'm so livid right now. That fucking thing's not, it's still red. Fuck. All right. That will do it for now. I'm going to end this broadcast, start working on a show for tomorrow, see what I can come up with tonight. And other than that, that'll be show number 2 today. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast.